The story of the side chick Chidinma Adora Ojukwu and her billionaire sugar daddy Michael Yusuf Ataga, who is the CEO of Super TV, has taken another turn. There are different sides to this story. Why some people are blaming Chidinma for what she has done, others are blaming Usifo Ataga for going after a 21-year-old Unilag student. And some people believe that she is not alone in this business, that she has accomplices who are gingering her swagger. And I hope it will not shock you the most to hear that Mrs. Brenda Ataga, who is the wife to Usifo Ataga, is allegedly behind the deletion of her husband. Hi guys, you're watching Mchikky series. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for your support. I quite appreciate that. It's good to have you around again. And if you're new to this channel, thank you for clicking on this video. Make yourself comfortable as we get right into this video. Also remember to hit that subscribe button and turn your notification bell on. That way you get our latest updates. So there has been lots of news all over the internet. Internet is awash with this news. And some people, in order to sensationalize this story, they've gone to dig up videos and pictures of this South African lady known as Beverly Taco, who is a 20-year-old lady. She owns a fashion brand known as Beverly Luxury. So her pictures and videos are scattered all over internet. There's this one that she was stepping out of. I don't know where she was stepping to. Here comes the hot step. I'm the South African gangster. So people are sharing it, saying it's Chidinma. Sure, they have the same body structure, but when you look closely, they are not the same person. She posted the pictures on 2nd of January this year. Her Instagram name is latest_2001, so it's there on the screen. You can see it for yourself. Anyway, moving on with Chidinma's story that doesn't sit well with me. It has some holes. She talked about the guy slicing her hand, but she never showed any wound. And the police ended up arresting the father because the father was resisting arrest when they came to pick up Chidinma, saying that the daughter was never involved in that till she confessed. Fortunately for him, they've released him. Even the owner of the Airbnb was arrested, but after investigation, they left the guy because they felt that the guy has no hand in it. Another story now came up. This is another side to this story, okay? It is alleged, but the thing is that stories like this, you never know. There might be an atom of truth. The news I'm getting here is saying that Mrs. Brenda Ataga is behind the deletion of her husband. It shock you? Are you shocked as I am? So this is another side to this story, and I hope the police will do due diligence in their investigation to be able to unravel all this. The story is very heavy, but I have to come and share it as well, although they're alleging it's allegation. According to the story, Brenda and the husband, the late husband, Michael Yusuf Ataga, they've been having problem in their marriage. That since Brenda was employed at NNPC, she has been going out with Izu, who is Chidinma's uncle. That Izu is her boyfriend. Yes, her boyfriend. However, there is another report I read that she works with the Honorable Minister of State Petroleum Resources as National Project Coordinator of the LPG expansion program. So according to the story, that their love is very strong, and two of them, they're really in love. So her husband is like the only one standing in their way of getting married, because they plan to get married after Brenda must have divorced Usifo. And they started looking for evidence so that she would present in the court for the divorce. And that was how Izu came up with this plan, allegedly, to use Chidinma, because Izu is the one taking care of Chidinma's school fees. Ever since Chidinma got admission into Unilag for her mass communication, he has been the one paying the fees. Though the story I heard is that Chidinma is on part-time, she's not a regular student, that Chidinma's parents, that they're divorced, they're separated or divorced, I don't know, that Chidinma's father and her mother, they're not living together, that it's the father that practically brought her up. However, the father does not have enough means to take care of her, so the uncle now took over paying of her school fees. They decided to use Chidinma. When they discussed with Chidinma about that, Chidinma didn't want to go along with the plot, but the Izu of a guy threatened to withdraw the financial support to ensure that Chidinma was sacked from Unilag. She didn't have any option than to play along with them, so they went on to arrange a set-up relationship between Usifo and Chidinma. At first, Chidinma refused to go along with the plot until Izu threatened to withdraw his financial support because he's the one that pays the school fees, pocket money, and they settle all the bills. Chidinma reluctantly agreed, and they had a chance of meeting. They arranged a meeting at a big party that they had in the honor of Izu's wealthy clients in Banana Island in January. Usifo fell for the pretty damsel and started dating her. But the missing link here is that the write-up never said whether Izu is friendly with Usifo, because that part is not explained. Izu is linked to Chidinma because he's the uncle. Then Brenda, Usifo's wife, is in relationship with Izu, allegedly. So the plan was for Chidinma to lure him to a set-up destination, allegedly, that is already pre-wired with all sorts of monitoring and recording devices so that they will have the evidence. Remember, they are looking for hard evidence for Brenda to use in pushing for her divorce. So, and that was the reason why Chidinma also chose the meeting place rather than Usifo's normal arrangement, because in that interview she said that he wired money into her account. She was the one that got the Airbnb, if I remember very well. At least they will have evidence against him that he's going out with Chidinma or he's sleeping with women. The wife can now use that evidence for her divorce. So Chidinma agreed. Party was held in Banana Island in January. So on that fateful day, everything was already planned. Usifo arrived to meet Chidinma at the place, that their Airbnb, the apartment. When they got there, they ate, they drank, they discussed as usual, and the lady took the first round of her Morocco, that's Bana. According to the report, that Usifo does not do Morocco thing, he doesn't smoke Bana. He allowed her to do her thing and he turned her on. After the first trap, they enjoyed themselves, they resumed drinking again. Meanwhile, Chidinma started smoking the Morocco more and she became nervous and slept off. And Usifo continued with his drink, waiting for her to get up to enjoy more. As he was waiting, drinking continued. Usifo decided to be mischievous, started going through Chidinma's phone. He couldn't believe the stuff he saw in her phone. There were a countless number of nude pictures and his own pictures with her in various places that he recalled that they've been to in Lagos. So he was already drunk, very angry. He woke her up and started questioning her. She was not responding well because she was still having hangover from all the concussions she has taken. Then Usifo started shouting and slapping her. The lady got up from bed and staggered out of the bedroom, went to the kitchen where she got the knife. She only wanted to scare him, not that she wanted to do anything. She wanted to scare him to stop hitting her. But it resulted to something else because Usifo couldn't stop. He kept chasing her, even with more anger. He was very, very angry. She then began to wave and pieces the guy to see if the guy would be able to stop. He butchered him. Unfortunately, it was very, very bad that the guy had to slump and gave up the ghost. When Chidinma realized what happened, she screamed, panicked. She quickly called Izu and informed him the assignment is completed, has given up the ghost. He calmed her down, stepped into action, called his boys to set up the place, and they quickly rushed to the scene. They took Chidinma away, dismantled all the gadgets, informed Brenda about what happened, and they quickly came up with a plan. They were asked to take Usifo's wallet and all the valuables on him. Then Brenda provided Izu's PIN and the guys withdrew the cash from Usifo's bank account via ATM. That the idea is to make it look like a robbery went wrong, okay? So at the end of the day, I don't know how true this story is, but the thing is that there are more layers to this story. If you can remember, the initial storyline was that when this thing happened, the guy gave up the ghost and nobody knew what was wrong with him. They were looking for him. They contacted the wife. The wife had to send DSS to Lagos for them to know what's happening. And the security man said that nobody entered the building. This is a different story altogether, because from what they're saying, Izu sent his boys when Chidinma rang them and she changed into her clothes. She went back to her parents' house. According to her, she said that she never rang anybody. Let's wait and see what happens. I think it's better for all of us to wait and see what the police will do with this case, because as I'm telling you, this story is not going to finish now, except they want to close the case. Maybe they bribe the police to close the case. But the way I'm seeing this case, there are so many layers to it. It is not just what Chidinma said during her confession, it's more than that. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you have any idea of what is going on here? Me, I'm lost. So guys, I'm gonna sign off here. Stay healthy and safe. Remember to share this video with family and friends if you love it. and subscribe to this channel if you've not done already. And I'm gonna catch you guys in my next video. Bye and remain blessed.